Aaron, actually no extras tonight. Everything was taken. Let me just double check to make sure everything's been paid for as well. Yeah, everything paid for. So we are going to get going pretty quickly tonight. I hate that this is happening, but we, again, are dealing with shipping issues with the Sapphire box. So the Sapphire box is going to be postponed until it's probably going to be Tuesday because we are having a blizzard in New York City. So, and the mayor just called a state of emergency. So I don't think that it will get through tomorrow. So I'm going to be ripping that Sapphire Tuesday night before our 2025 Bowman break. Just so you guys see. Of course, I gotta love USPS. Supposed to be here Saturday by 6 p.m. and we are now Sunday at 10 p.m. and the box is not here. I paid almost $100 for them to overnight it and nothing. Yeah, sorry. I'm really sorry about that, guys. I am going to do the same thing that we did last time, though, and I'm going to add some trivia in. So we will we'll have some trivia, and we are going to have some prizes to go along with that. So there'll be 3 trivia questions. We have 4 possible prizes. Madej and Pena, first PSA 8s. Lindor on a Tops Now from his NLCS home run and a PSA 10 or a 2023 Bowman hobby pack. So we'll do that. We'll do the trivia in between. Let's say box number. We'll do some of the trivia between box number 1 and 2, and some of the trivia between 2 and 3. Yeah, New York is crazy right now. We apparently are supposed to get up to 20 inches. I don't think I've seen that in my time in New York City. And we just had a record-breaking storm last month, so definitely crazy times in New York. They did say it was going to be a crazy winter, so they were right. They were not lying about that. All right, so let's get into choosing the boxes. It is, I mean, it's barely freezing. We are going to open 3 of the 4 boxes tonight. Exactly. We're going to open the 3 hobby boxes, and then the Sapphire box will be Tuesday night. Yeah, Chris, you're getting hit pretty badly up there too. I heard it's pretty bad all the way up to like Maine, isn't it? So I imagine most of the East Coast is getting hit pretty badly. All right. 3. Aaron, is 3 for you, meaning you're calling one of the boxes, or 3 meaning something else? So you have 1, 2, 3, and 4. First 3 people to list a number between 1 and 4 can choose the 3 boxes we're going to open tonight. About 15 to 17 for you guys. Yeah, I haven't seen an update. Box 3. So Aaron calling box number 3, looking for 2 more boxes for tonight. Brian Lobby calling 1, and Don Turner calling 2. So we have 1, 2, and 3. We are going to be breaking 2025 Bowman on Tuesday. Those boxes have been here for a long time, so no delays on those. I also have 7 more Sapphire boxes on the way, so our break on Wednesday hopefully not in jeopardy. I will give you guys all an update on Tuesday at that break, but as of right now, it says that the boxes should get here by Tuesday. So in theory, Tuesday we should have a bunch of boxes to choose from when we're choosing our Sapphire box. All right, let's see. Definitely a huge nor'easter. So we have, just to show you guys for Wednesday, we have at least 1 more box that's supposed to arrive tomorrow. Let's see. Yep, it's that. So we should have multiple boxes to choose for from Wednesday. So Sean, I didn't know until last night, and you can't update listings within 24 hours of the auctions ending, or if they've had bids on them. So that was not an option, unfortunately. All right, let's get things started. We have Christopher and Brian's box number 1, starting us off tonight. And we are underway. And we have snack packs as an option again in the break tonight. Fingers crossed. We've pulled 1 so far. 1 or 2? Actually, I think it's 2 that we've pulled so far out of 2025 draft, including 1 that had a number 5 bubblegum Seth Hernandez auto in it. That one is in Taiwan now. We have live baseball. I guess not live base. Oh, it is live base. No, that can't be. It says live baseball, but this game is definitely in Florida, so there's no way it's live. So we have baseball from today. Yeah, the snack packs have definitely been fun, and what is it? The last 3 or 4 releases of Bowman that have come out. We've opened a handful of them. I think that bubblegum was definitely the biggest pull we've had out of any of them. Starting us off, we have some color immediately, and it is some nice color. First rounder right off of the bat, number 113 of 125 on the Aqua Wave for first rounder Caden Bodine. Another first rounder starting off our chromes with a Marcus Phillips, Matthew Miura. There's Aaron's guy. Aaron, you back on Miura tonight? We have an Ethan Conrad, Ty Harvey, Kyle Lodice, Mike Sirota, Dean Curley, Sky Blue of Sebastian Walcott, Rainiel Rodriguez, and Dominic Fertan on the refractors. Already off to a nice start here with Walcott Sky Blue Chrome and a Bodine numbered to 125. And is that Roman Anthony getting an RBI in today's game in the Florida version of Fenway Park. Very nice start. Aaron back on Miura. And an X-Fractor coming up here. X-Fractor is George Lombard Jr. A couple of very high-profile non-firsts getting color already. Liam Doyle. In Chrome, Peter Cassot, Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Charles Duvallin, Tommy White, Nick Becker, Steele Hall on the Axis insert, refractors of Tanner Franklin and Cooper Pratt. What was I going to say about? Oh, a couple of top 100 lists came out recently. The Fangraphs and Arm Layton's The Call Up top 100 lists, and both lists included Jack Wenninger, which I was shocked about for the Mets. Both lists had him in the 80s. I did not realize that Wenninger, who was in 2024 Bowman draft, had risen up boards like that. So did a little deep dive into him. No autographs, seemingly very limited color for Wenninger. So I did some digging and realized I had a couple of his a fuchsia and a purple chrome. So Wenninger, an interesting will be an interesting one to follow this year. We have Anthony Ianson in chrome, Elian Pena, Cameron Millar, Connor Griffin on the board for the first time, Hagen Smith, Tanner Franklin, Kane Kepley, Charlie Condon prize prospects, Blake Mitchell, and Jacob Morrison on the refractor. Morrison's been hot in our breaks lately. Bodine already on the board for you. Chris, let's see. Is there a way to get a reminder for the Sapphire Rip Tuesday? Yeah, if you want a reminder, just message me on not Instagram, on eBay, and I'll put a list together of people that wanted reminders, and I'll send it out. I believe the autos are in the beginning in here, so I'm thinking this might be our first auto based on it being stuck to the paper card in front of it, and it is, and it's Devin Taylor, and it is a little smudgy on the bottom there, bottom of the T. Devin Taylor base auto starts us off. We have a Riley Kelly chrome, JJ Weatherholt, Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Thomas White, Cade Anderson on the draft night insert, and refractors of Hugus and Dante Nori. And our first ink of the night is a nice prospect in Devin Taylor. Any of the 2025 draft class guys putting any numbers up so far in the first couple of days of spring training? We have a Cooper Fleming. I've been obviously tracking the Mets at least. Not much from Bo Bichette yet. Not much from Carson Benz yet, who they've had hitting at the top of the order in a couple of games so far. We have a Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Zach Root, first rounder for the Dodgers, J.D. Dix, Cash Mayfield, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Gavin Killen, prize prospects, refractors of Landon Hoge, and Sammy Stafora. Polar Bear definitely looking good. That was a painful one to see. First home run of the spring came from Pete Alonso. As Bichette so far has not done much. Looks like maybe a refractor coming up here in what could be the auto spot. And it is a refractor auto of Cade Anderson. Really nice start to the autos in this break. Devin Taylor base and Cade Anderson numbered 54 of 499. Tyler Bremner getting chrome. Michael Salina, Johnny Slewinski, Cooper Pratt, Kevin McGonigal, Michael Lombardi, Travis Bazzana, Axis Andrew Salas, Joshua Flores, and Travis Sikora refractors. So 2 autos out, both nice hits. Cade Anderson to 499 could end up being one of the nicer hits of the break tonight. Brady House, yep, starting off strong, 2 home runs today. I actually had a PSA 9 of his first auto that is not labeled with a first, and I posted that today, and somebody snatched it up pretty much immediately. So some Brady House hype. Searching for one more auto, and I would assume some more numbered cards out of this one, including some numbered paper. We haven't hit any of that yet. Jacob Morrison, Chrome, Dante Nori, Ben Jacobs, Sammy Stafora, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, more Caden Bodine. We have Billy Carlson on the inaction, and refractors of Johnny Farmello and Briggs McKenzie. Tommy Troy, very impressive so far. Meb, I was just talking to Joe Hartsock as well. I think my final plan, not that it's going to impact you, but in terms of anything changing, but I am going to probably end up coming down to Arizona for the Saturday game, the D-backs Rockies, and then the Sunday game, the A's against we got some gold coming up here. The A's against the Brewers in Mesa. The gold is Griffin Hughes, numbered 18 of 50. So a first on the true gold. Looks nicely centered. Nice hit for Hughes. Chrome, we have Dominic Furtan, Travis Sikora, Briggs McKenzie, Joshua Kuroda-Grauer, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Kason Cunningham, Giraffe Night, refractors of Mason McConaughey, and Joshua Kuroda-Grauer getting a double hit pack. Hughes, Takumi. Sounds like Takumi, are you on Hughes tonight? Takumi's been hot recently. Sounds like it might have continued tonight with the gold. All right, let's see. Some M's prospects getting a look. Did well. I actually just posted a Fractor PSA 9 auto of Farmello as well. Just got a big PSA order back. We have a sky blue in paper coming up here. If anybody in the break tonight is going to be in the Arizona area for the spring breakout games, March 20th weekend, definitely let us know and feel free to join. We're going to try and get as many people going to those games as possible. So far, definitely going to be meeting up with Joe and Meb. We have a Spencer Jones sky blue paper, Nolan Sailors Chrome, Brody Brecht, Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Jack Gervich, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Eli Wilt's first card is an Axis insert, Bryce Cunningham refractor, and Ben Jacobs refractor. 3 more packs left, including what should be one more auto in this one. I saw you posted that Casey struck out Condon. Okay, Troy Johnston and Charlie Condon. Is Troy Johnston on the Rockies now? I didn't realize that. He got traded from the Marlins to the Rockies. I'm gonna have to see what that trade was for. We have an AJ Russell, James Tibbs Chrome, Mitch Voigt, Tommy Troy, Seth Hernandez, Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Kevin McGonigal Axis, refractors of Arjun Namala, and double AJ Russell pack, getting Chrome and a refractor. First Seth Hernandez of the night. 8 pitches to get Condon and Troy. That is awesome. If he keeps it up, maybe they'll name him to the breakout game. We have, looks like it's probably another base auto coming up here. And it is Matthew Fisher. Since our last break, I listened to the Phillies top 15 prospect report. Fisher was on there. Let's go through the rest of this pack first. Patrick Forbes, Ethan Frey, Arun Escobar was number 4. James Ellwanger, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, Matthew Fisher again, Jesus Madej prize prospects, and refractors of Quentin Young and Mitch Voigt. Nice hit for Voigt. And Quentin Young. First time on the board for Josh Hammond. The Phillies had Obermuller, Fisher, and I feel like somebody else besides Gage Wood on the top 15 as well from last year's draft. Apparently Gage Wood is their number 5 overall prospect. So we had pulled a couple of nice hits of him, including a green Sapphire auto on last Thursday's break. Let's get to our hits here. We have a mini diamond in action coming up first, and that is Eli Willits. Willits getting color numbered 64 of 150 on the mini diamond insert, and then a purple CJ Gray, true purple number 159 of 250, chrome of Philney and Celestin, Gavin Killen, Sean Episcope, Tate Southacene on the board for Chris, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, JoJo Parker prize prospects, refractors of Jackson Wiggins, who is apparently a top 100 prospect now, and James Tibbs to finish off box number 1. So getting Tate on the board. Killing with a hit. We'll put that in a top loader for the number 12, 13 overall pick. CJ Gray, purple, and Eli Willits, mini diamond on the inaction, which definitely a much bigger fan of the inaction this year. Last year, the little hanger thing at the top had a lot of issues, especially the color. They got rid of it this year, and the color's looking good. All right, let me shift some cards over, then we'll get into pack number 2. Ooh, yeah, well, thank you. Thank you for mentioning that, Sean. I will make sure the Forbes gets sleeved up. I didn't realize he was a first rounder. I didn't realize Duvall was a first rounder until a couple breaks ago either. Missed a couple guys. Wow, a lot of offense in this Boston Toronto game from today. Hit a red of one of the Phillies pitchers first in Sapphire. Let's see, Obermuller, Fisher, Wood. I think there's one more. Gage Wood, don't have him, but he's a top 20 pick. Yep, I had totally missed that he was that high a pick. I did not realize either that he had. Was it? What did he do against Murray State in the college baseball playoffs? Was it a 9 strikeout game, or was it more than that? There goes some snow getting cleaned outside the window. Obermuller was your red. We pulled a red of Brent Compton out of our box, and more to come soon, hopefully. All right, box number 2. No snack packs so far tonight. This is the end of our second case of hobby boxes. So next hobby box that we open will be out of a fresh case, and we have an X-Fractor starting off our first pack, and it looks like Jack Gurevich. I was going to say either Gurevich or Schubart's foot. Gurevich X-Fractor. We have chrome of Max Williams, Andrew Salas, Anthony Ianson, Elian Pena, Quentin Young, Jackson Wiggins, and Chase Shores. Walker Jenkins, Axis insert. Brandon Compton, the early second rounder on the refractor, and Kalen Culpepper. Gerbich, Young, and the refractor of Compton. Starting us off here. Any case hits yet? Yes. We had. Well, I actually don't know what's considered case hits. We had one of the. What are they called? The ones that look like they have a spray painted wall in the background. We hit Zaire Hope in that. We've had a few spotlights and a few stained etched in glasses. We have a sky blue paper coming up here, and that is Landon Hoge, number 299 of 499. Chrome, we have Josh Owens, Kalen Culpepper, Cooper Fleming, Jefferson Rojas, Sean Youngerman. That's the other Phillies pitcher in the product. And there's Kate Obermueller behind him, Charlie Condon, Caden Bodine, Axis insert, refractors of LaCourse, and Zach Root. Color out of the first two. Still no autos, no color or autos in this one. We have Chrome of Zach Root, JD Dix, Kason Cunningham on the board for the first time in Chrome, Josiah Hartshorn, Mason Neville, Yolfran Castillo, Caden Kent, Billy Carlson prize prospects. There's our first Eli Willits refractor. Nice hit there for the Willits spot. And JD Dix. So Willits getting on the board in a Chrome variation for the first time. A couple of hits for him now, including the refractor and the mini diamond in action in the back. I think it was the Youngerman red. We have a speckle, which could be in the auto spot. That would be a nice way to hit. It is unfortunately just a speckle. Ethan Hedges, non-numbered speckle, would have been a 71 if it was. Steele Hall on the board for the first time in Chrome. CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Caleb Bonemer, Johnny Lavelle, Titan Gray, Jacob Reimer, top 100 prospect now, Miguel Sima Jr., Sky Blue Chrome, refractors of Caleb Lays, and Marcus Phillips. So Phillips on the board once in base and once in refractor now. Oh, I said we were going to do trivia between the first and second box, and then I forgot to. Let's wait, and we'll do it all between box number 2 and 3. So there will be 3 trivia questions coming up after we finish box number 2, giving away some packs or slabs. For anybody who joined late, I was supposed to have I paid to get a Sapphire box overnighted to be here yesterday, and USPS dropped the ball. So we do not have the Sapphire running tonight. But that Sapphire box will be opened Tuesday night at 9:30 before our 2025 Bowman break. I would try and run it tomorrow, but because of the blizzard, I'm assuming there may be additional delays with USPS. So to be safe, we're going to do Tuesday. We're going to run it Tuesday night at 9:30 before our next break. We have Cameron Millar Chrome starting off this one. Connor Griffin, Riley Kelly, JJ Weather, Cam Caminiti, Michael Olavito, Yosua Lugo, Brady Ebel prize prospects, refractors of J.R. Ritchie, who it sounds like could see Major League time this year, and Cooper Fleming. Yeah, it's crazy. I've had quite a few issues with them as well, although there have been times we've had even worse issues. There was a time where we had in 1 year 3 packages uh, robbed at some point in their shipping process, and that was luckily like 3 years ago now, and that hasn't happened since. So let's see what we have. Couple of color hits coming up here, starting with a yellow reptilian, which is Miguel Sima Jr., numbered 18 of 75 for the Fireballer in Washington. And behind that, an Aqua Lunar Refractor of Mason Neville, numbered 184 of 199. So a couple of back-to-back nice hits there. Murph Gray Chrome, Eduardo Quintero, Trevor Cohn, Carson Benj, Landon Harmon, Jesus Madej, Justin Lampkin, Ike Irish Axis, Gage Wood Refractor, and Matthew Miura. Nice looking refractor for Aaron. Nice Gage Wood. Let's see, what overall pick was he? 26th overall pick. What are we thinking so far? The first weekend of the Strike Zone challenges. So far, so good. Bunch of nice hits on the board already. Oh. Brian Curley starting us off here. So, inaction insert in there, popping out of the top. Brian Curley starts us off in Chrome. Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, Josuar Gonzalez, Nate Sneed, Ryan Sloan, Colin Yeaman, Josh Hammonds on the inaction insert. Refractors of Grant Richardson and Ethan Conrad with a nice one. Moreno won 3 in a row in 1 inning. So is the rule that if you get it right, you don't lose it? Like, or is it like you have 2, and if you get them both right, you keep it like a challenge? Those catchers know the zone. So Gabriel Moreno called it. You're saying? Let's see. D-backs will not let a pitcher call them. I think I had heard something like that. We have something, looks like it's upside down in the middle here. We'll see what's going on there. Miguel Sima Jr. getting on the board again, this time in Chrome. Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, Yoandy Morales, a randomly upside down Billy Carlson. Carlos Legrande, who's a top 100 prospect now. Yandel Ricardo, Xavier Nyans, Draft Night, Charles Duvallin, and Ty Harvey refractors. Nice card for Carlson. Did they say what the situation was? Why they don't want pitchers calling them? Too emotional, I'm guessing. We have a base auto of Nolan Schubart again. I want to say we've hit like 4 or 5 Nolan Schubart autos already this year. We have a Cade Crossland, Luke Dickerson, Nolan Sailors, Brody Brecht, Gavin Fine on the board for the first time, Matt Barr, another Cade Anderson, Tate Southacene, Draft Night, refractors of first rounder Sean Gamble, and top 100 prospect Jefferson Rojas. Put that Gamble in a top loader. Same thing with the Cade Anderson, and we'll have to open some more top loaders to get the Schubart and the Gavin Fine top loaded. Let's see. Angels catchers whiffed a pitch today, and it was in the zone and had to tap his head as he chased the ball down. So he missed a strike and called for the challenge while he was chasing the ball down? Pitchers get them wrong. They want so just a success rate thing. Jaron Duran is on Team Mexico? Surprised we didn't do what were Bowman, what were the World Baseball Classic cards? I thought they were in Bowman Draft last time. Surprised we didn't get that again. Maybe in regular Bowman. We have a JT Quinn, Walker Yannick, another upside down card coming. JD Thompson, Alfredo Duno. Oh, it's a backwards card. It's Kane Kepley. Let's see if it being backwards means anything. Nope, just a regular Kane Kepley. Tim Piacenton. There's our first Ike Irish Chrome of the night. Yoswar Gonzalez on the axis. Tommy White refractor. And Tyler Bremner, second overall pick, getting a refractor. Duran is on Team Mexico. Interesting. Very interesting there. Did not realize that Duran had the heritage to be on Team Mexico. Think the K rule hurts players like Juan Soto who have good eyes, so they get more calls when they watch them go by. We have what appears to be another base auto coming up here, and we have a Joseph Zerwa with a very lazy autograph. JB Middleton, Shotaro Mori, Riley Quick, Slade Caldwell, Cameron Maldonado, Dax Kilby, Ryan Waldschmidt, Dax Kilby on the prize prospects, refractors of Becker, and Michael Salina. Definitely helps judge when they call those low strikes. Is that the third autograph out of this one? We had Zerwa, we had Schubart, and I think the Mason Neville also. Right? Because we had, let's see. That's 3 in the back, 4, 5, and Matthew Fisher 6. Yep. So that was the last autograph out of box number 2. 3 more coming up. Our first Dax Kilby Chrome on the board. Duran's dad is Mexican. That'll do it. That'll get him on the squad. All right, last pack of box number 2 so far. Break looking good. Some gold. We're going to add a Fuchsia Reptilian here. Fuchsia Reptilian is going to be not a first. Theo Gielan, number 2 of 199 for Gielan, who is now also a top 100 prospect. We have a Brady Ebel Chrome, Adonis Guzman, Jamie Arnold Chrome on the board for the first time, Christian Fauch, Caleb Lays, Gage Wood, Grant Richardson, Kevin McGonigal prize prospects, and refractors of Hagen Smith and Johnny Slowinski. And let's do the trivia so I don't forget again. So this is the apologies for USPS messing up once again. We're going to give away some slabs and possibly a pack, depending on what the winners are interested in choosing. So let's see. Let's put the possible winning cards and packs up for anybody who is in the break and might not be caught up with us. I'm going to give it 30 seconds while I clear some of these cards and put them to the side for everybody to fast forward their videos so they are live and have a chance to win. I think these trivia questions are going to be on the not the easiest ever side again, so it might take a bunch of guesses for anybody to get these and maybe some hints. So if anybody is not exactly live, you should still have a shot at getting these. I try and make it fair, something that's not easily Googleable, but prospect related. All right, and let's get to the trivia. Everybody ready? The first question is, there were two players who led spring training in home runs in 2024. Who were they? Two prospects. Well, one at the time was a prospect and one was already a major leaguer. Two players, 2024 spring training home run leaders. First person to list one of the two will get it right. Christian Samuel Basayo is not one of the answers. Roman Anthony and O'Neal Cruz. Tim gets it with O'Neal Cruz, just ahead of Heart Attacks, who also got O'Neal Cruz. Tim, first one to list Cruz. Which card would you like? Would you like the Pena Chrome PSA 9, the Midday Chrome PSA 9? 8, sorry, on both of those. So Pena 8, Midday 8, 2023 Bowman Chrome Bowman Hobby Pack, or Francisco Lindor NLDS Home Run PSA 10 slab. And then Tim, I know your name matches your order on eBay, so you don't need to tell me who you had tonight. Tim, you got it. The Lindor coming your way. Let me just write that down in my spreadsheet, and then we'll get on to question number 2. All right, congrats, Tim. The second question is a tougher one. 2022. Oh, I gave away part of the answer. All right, well, I'll say it quickly then. There were two players in 2022 who led the Gulf Coast League in home runs. Both of them have been in the major leagues since then. Who are they? So the question was originally going to be, who was the last Gulf Coast player to lead the league in home runs who is now in the major leagues? I gave you guys the answer, 2022, and there were two players. Name one of those two players. Kerstead, no. Adley, no. This is players that were playing in the Gulf Coast League in 2022. So single A in 2022. Garcia. I'm not sure which Garcia you're referring to, Brian, but no. I will give some hints if you guys need them in a few seconds. So 2022 Gulf Coast League home run leaders. Not Ralphie Velasquez. Not Gunnar Henderson. You know what? I'm going to give the next question while you guys guess here. Not Celestin. The other question is going to be 2017 was the last time somebody who in the Arizona Complex League led the league in home runs, who is now a major leaguer. Who was that player? So Arizona Complex League, Gulf Coast Complex League, 2022 home run leader, 2017 home run leader for the Arizona Complex League. Not Bellinger, not DeLauder, not Davidson, not Holiday, not De La Cruz. All right, not Caminero, not Ohtani. Definitely never played in single A. All right, I'm going to give some hints here. The three players that we're talking about, the 2017 home run leader in the Arizona Complex League was a Texas Rangers catcher, is a Texas Rangers catcher. The Gulf Coast League, Gulf Complex, 2022 home run leaders, an Orioles catcher and a now Marlins catcher. Not Helm, not Berger, not Adele. Tim getting it again, just ahead of Meb on Augustin Ramirez. I'm assuming that Martinez guess was is the Toronto Martinez. He led the Gulf Coast League in home runs the year before that, 2021. Samuel Basayo is the other answer, and Heart Attacks actually got that one first. I missed that. So Heart Attacks correct, Basayo, and Tim correct again on Augustin Ramirez. Jonah Heim was not the answer on the other one. It was Sam Huff. All right. So since Heart Attacks got Basayo first, Heart Attacks, you have the first pick next, and then Tim will get the next one. Yeah, Krishna, I just missed the Heart Attacks guess, but it was well ahead, like 10 plus people ahead of your guess. All right, Heart Attacks, do you want the Bowman 2023, the Jesus Madej first PSA 8, or the Luis Pena first PSA 8? Madej to Heart Attacks. Heart Attacks, just let me know who you had in the auctions tonight so I can match you up to your eBay order. And then Tim, let me know which other card or pack you want, the Pena or the Bowman pack. Tim doing the pack. You got it. Tim, fast fingers tonight. And Heart Attacks, who did you have in the breaks? You have Matthew Fisher. All right, good night for Heart Attacks. Getting an autograph and now winning some trivia. All right, let's get back to box number 3. Well, Takumi wants to know what's in the pack. Tim, what do you say? Rip it? All right, we'll rip it. What is Tim getting? He's getting a Vladi paper card. Michael Harris rookie card all the way back to 2023. Devers in his Boston uniform. Bo Naylor in his Guardians uniform. Samuel Munoz. Where is Samuel Munoz nowadays? The modern prospects insert Abdias de la Cruz, Roderick Arias, Spencer Jones. There we go. That's one of the cards that we would have wanted out of this one. Spencer Jones in paper. Ronnie Simon and Ariel Almonte first chromes. So all those coming your way, Tim. And let's get into this last pack. I'm going to try and keep the trivia going. Hopefully next time it's not as an apology for a box not being here, but just for fun. But I definitely enjoy the trivia as a fun addition to these breaks. Hopefully you guys enjoy me creating a nice challenging trivia question here and there. All right, so no snack packs tonight. Last box is empty. Nice little Spencer Jones. Spencer Jones is a monster. I'm sure he ripped one the other day. That's what he does. All right, starting off this box, we have a purple refractor. And it is, it's an auto. Oh, and it's a big one. Jamie Arnold hits again. I want to say that's like the 4th or 5th time we've hit an autograph of Jamie Arnold. Purple, numbered 239 of 250 this time. Nice hit for the 13th overall pick, 11th overall pick. I always get that wrong. A's hitting well tonight. And big name pitchers hitting well tonight. I heard Jamie Arnold might even see the major leagues this year. Cash Mayfield, Chrome, Gustavo Melendez, Malcolm Moore, Kyle Lodice, Steele Hall back on the board, CJ Gray, Ryan Mitchell, Walker Jenkins Axis, refractors of Christian Fauch and Johnny Lavelle. The other answer was Sam Huff. That is correct. Spencer Jones hit a 408-foot bomb this year in his first at bat, just like last year. That's wild. Yeah, I remember the one from last year was an absolute bomb, and it sounds like he did it again. Chrome start off with a J.R. Ritchie, Sean Gamble, Luke LaCourse, Nate Snead, another Tate South the Scene, Chris, Corbin Dickerson, Jake Cook, Gavin Killen prize prospects, refractors of Cade Obermueller and Riley Quick. Last box mojo. Takumi calling it again. I mean, it's already going. Jamie Arnold starting off with the huge last box mojo. See if we can keep it going. Green Grass coming up here, numbered to 99 refractor. That is not an auto. It is a first, and it's Jacob Morrison getting more hits. Numbered 82 of 99. Morrison stays hot, and an autograph behind that. Ethan Hedges base auto. Ryan Sloan Chrome, Colin Yeaman, Carlos Legrande, Billy Carlson, Luis Pena, Cody Miller. I don't think Cody's dad's in this one. Aiden Miller, Xavier Nyans draft night, refractors of Condon and Slade Caldwell. So 2 autos on the board already, 3 packs in. Base auto of Hedges and a purple Jamie Arnold. Billy Carlson getting his second chrome card of the break. Jacob Morrison getting a hit once again. Chris got Morrison. Nice. Chris, we have been hot on him, so definitely a good guy to grab. Sky blue paper coming up. And it is Matt Barr, number 74 of 499. Chrome, Tim Piacenton. Ike Irish back on the board. Cameron Maldonado. Dax Kilby back on the board. Landon Vidoric. Dakota Jordan. Ryan Weidman. Axis Arjun Namala and refractors of Mason Neville and Brady Ebel. Couple of nice ones there. Ebel and Neville, 2 first hitter refractors, including a first rounder in Ebel and Dax Kilby. Base chrome. Matt Barr, sky blue paper. One more auto to go. Should still have a bunch of color coming, including an Aqua Wave here. The Aqua Wave is not our last auto. It is a very nice prospect, though. Number 2 overall prospect. Kevin McGonigal getting Aqua. Numbered 59 of 125. Thomas White Chrome, Jack Gurovich, George Lombard Jr., Nolan Schubart, Mason Morris, Eduardo Tait, Josiah Hartshorn, Andrew Salos with a nice color match looking sky blue there on that fish jersey. Caden Kent and Jamie Arnold refractors. Is Miller's dad back in the break? We had Cody Miller's dad in, who told us a story that he was actually the one who took his son's picture out of the dugout in his college uniform. That was the the photo used on his first Bowman card. McGonagall getting a nice one. Hobby photographer, you've seen a media pass for Salem. Oh, Brian is here. Brian, welcome back. First, not a ton of Cody tonight. Maybe we can sneak one more good hit in for you. We have Mike Sirota Chrome, Dean Curley, Kevin McGonigal again, Michael Lombardi, Caleb Bonemer, Murph Gray, Eduardo Quintero, Seth Hernandez. I think that might be the first time I've seen a Seth Hernandez in action. Refractors of Titan Gray, and nice one there for Liam Doyle in the refractor. We've hit a lot of early first rounders in refractors. Wow, what a game. This Toronto-Boston game. 11-10? Topps told him to shorten his signature since he had to sign 5,000 cards, so he went really short. That's interesting to hear. 5,000. We have heard that number from some other people before who knew the players as well. Shortening the signature is interesting. I have a Jacob Wright. I have 2 Jacob Wright autographs. One of them he wrote out his entire first name, both base chrome. One of them he just wrote JW. So I wonder if something like that happened with Jacob Wright as well. We have a Travis Bazana chrome, Aaron Watson, Franklin Arias, Caden Bodine back on the board, Trevor Cohen, Carson Bench, Brian Curley, Kate Anderson Draft Night, Jacob Reimer, and Peter Cousseau, a couple of Mets refractors. Yeah, that definitely explains a lot of the autos. Good point. Love Steel Hall's signature. Just signed Steel. Zach Veen just waved the pen at the cards. Well, he was in a different place in his life at that point. We have Chrome, Cameron Nelson, Kyson Witherspoon, Connor Essenberg, Seth Hernandez, Spencer Jones, Antonio Jimenez, Josua Gonzalez, Axis Ike Irish, refractors of Landon Harmon and Max Williams. Let's see. We're going to get the top 10 player countdown again. I think we had this at the end of a break last week. Maybe it was last Sunday. All right, 4 more packs. And then just as a reminder, or if anybody wasn't here earlier, the Sapphire box will be ripping at 9:30 p.m. Eastern time Tuesday night, thanks to another USPS shipping issue. We have Ryan Waldschmidt, Chrome, Kane Kepley, Braden Montgomery, Ethan Hedges, Esmerin Valdez, Aaron Walton, Max Clark, Jesus Bidet Prize Prospects, refractors of Yolfran Castillo and Adonis Guzman. Alan Castro is still one of the most bland autos. I didn't hate it. It was unique. This could be a base auto here for our final auto of the hobby boxes. Let's see. It is a base auto, and it is Colin Yeaman. Like, what? I can't even begin to guess what that is. Not that I should be talking. I definitely sign things with squiggly lines all the time, but I guess that's a C. Does it just say Colin, or is it a CY? C Yeaman? C. Yeaman. All right, we have a Pico Cone, Jordan Yost, Gabe Davis, Josh Hammond, Miguel Sima Jr., Sebastian Walcott, Mason Peters, JoJo Parker Prize Prospects, Jesus Madej, and Andrew Salas Refractors. Yeaman base auto, our assuming last auto of the hobby portion. Unless we get an extra in these last two packs. Chris, we'll see you Tuesday. For anybody who is signing off before now, we are, let's see, we're running 2025 Bowman, 3 hobby boxes, 2 jumbo boxes on Tuesday. So first 2025 Bowman rip in a while. A couple of hits coming up here. We have a Xavier Nyans refractor draft night numbered to 250. 245 of 250, and a purple refractor behind that of Nick Becker, 153 of 250. There's a Matthew Fisher chrome, Ethan Petrie, Nate George, Joseph Zerwa, Yohan Morales, TJ Quinn, Walker Yannick, Mitch Voigt prize prospects, refractors of Justin Lampkin and Anthony Ianson. So yeah, Tuesday will be 2025 Bowman, 5 boxes, 2 jumbo, 3 hobby. Wednesday, we're going to be running another 2 super jumbo boxes and a Sapphire box. Then on next Sunday, the one that I've really been looking forward to, these 2 boxes that are in the background. Here's one of them. 2024 Bowman Draft, 1 super, 1 hobby break. That is probably going to be the highest value break that we run of the spring. Those boxes, of course, have skyrocketed because of so many players who have been incredible from that draft class. So we have a lot to chase in that break, and that's going to be next Sunday. And then Brian's also going to be running 2 more 2026 Series 1 jumbo half casers on Thursday and Friday. Our last X-Fractor of the hobbies is Ryan Sloan. Chrome, we have Tyson Lewis, Max Ballou, Shinseng Ko, Dominic Reed, J.D. Thompson, Alfredo Duno, and J.B. Middleton. Caden Bodine Axis, and refractors of Yandel Ricardo and Elian Pena finishes off this section. Let's recap the hits that we have out of these 3 hobby boxes. And then, like I've mentioned, Tuesday night, 8:30 will be the Sapphire box from this one. So starting off the recap here, let's say, do all the players get paid the same to sign all these cards? That's actually a really good question. All right. Our Chrome hits, big names. We had Seth Hernandez, Dax Kilby, Billy Carlson, Steele Hall, Jamie Arnold, Dax Kilby, Gavin Fine, Kate Anderson, Carlson again, Steele Hall again, Gavin Killen, Seth Hernandez, Tyler Bremner, and Liam Doyle, all getting base Chrome. It's in the main stack. We have Ryan Sloan on the X-Fractor, Nick Becker, purple refractor, Xavier Nyans draft night refractor, base auto of Colin Yeaman, Liam Doyle refractor, Kevin McGonigal, aqua wave, Andrew Salas, sky blue chrome, Jamie Arnold refractor, Matt Barr, sky blue paper, Jacob Morrison, green grass, Ethan Hedges, chrome, Theo Geelan, fuchsia reptilian, Joseph Zerwa, chrome, Tyler Bremner, refractor, Nolan Schubart chrome, Seth Gamble and Ethan Conrad refractors, Miguel Sima Jr. with the yellow reptilian, Ethan Hedges speckle, Miguel Sima Jr. also getting a sky blue chrome, Eli Willits refractor, Landon Hoge sky blue paper, Jack Gurvich X-Fractor, CJ Gray purple chrome, Matthew Fisher base auto, Mitch Voigt refractor, Spencer Jones sky blue paper, George Lombard Jr. X-Fractor, and Sebastian Walcott sky blue chrome. Then going to the back, we have the Devin Taylor base auto, Mason Neville teal wave, numbered 184 of 199 auto. Eli Willits on the inaction mini diamond, 64 of 150. And Caden Bodine, first round Aqua Wave, 113 of 125. Griffin Hugas, gold pitcher autos, Jamie Arnold purple to 250 and Cade Anderson refractor to 499. Two big pitcher hits again in this one. All right, let's see what else we have in the on the board. No, some get more than others. Brian says. Any possibility of team leftover spots for top series one? I know Brian was talking about doing something like that. I will ask him if are there. Let him know if there are any teams in particular that you are interested in, and we'll see if we can make that work. Let's see. No, one guy who only got 4,000 to sign all day. Heart Attack says it's interesting to know that he had to sign 5,000 and there's 2,100 numbered autos. So every non-base is essentially numbered to 3,000. Yep. Takumi and Heart Attacks. Thank you, Chris. Let's see. Chris, the Sapphire on Tuesday is going to be 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, right before our 2025 Bowman break. Brewers have some retired guys, but a lot of teams do. Yeah, Takumi, message Brian in the Facebook group if you don't have his number, and I'm sure he'll be willing to do something like that. All right, yeah. If anybody wants a reminder, just shoot me a message on eBay, and anybody who messages me on eBay, I will put a list together and make sure I send reminders for the 9:30 Sapphire break time on Tuesday. All right, guys, have a good one, and we will catch you for the end of this one Tuesday night. Big Cat, just shoot me a message on eBay saying that you want me to send you a reminder, and I will.